Hey, I'm getting ready to do my hair. And as you can see, my hair is pretty dark. I have a lot of gray, but I gotta bleach it before I can do anything with it. So I use 40% peroxide. And this time I got the liquid instead of the cream. And so it should be a bit runnier. But it's still got some thickness to it. Originally I wasn't going to be doing my hair at home, I was going to be doing my hair out, so I actually bought new stuff. But as with lots of people, the coronavirus changed my plans. So now I'm doing this at home. Oh, I did mean to change my shirt. I got another shirt to put on, but then I got so excited about doing my hair I forgot. This shirt was a shirt from the Dream Foundation, kind of like a Make-A-Wish except for adults that are dying. This is how we ended up being able to go to Comic-Con, as they sent me and Bandar to Comic-Con last year in San Diego. We had a really great time. I'm so glad that they were able to do that for us. It's just with the type of cancer he had, it was so hard to know when you could apply for something like that, because when we applied for it, we had to say he had less than 9 months to live, which actually at the time he lived longer. But the way it worked out is once, when we got the MRI on January 3rd, that's pretty much when we knew that his cancer had spread and that he was going to die. And then he died in a month. So that's kind of how the brain cancer, glioblastoma, works. Is it can happen really, really quick, or you can be lucky, like my hubby was, and be able to go through the surgeries and the chemos and the radiation treatments and still have some quality of life. And I'm so thankful for the time we had together. If he had just, because some people look at the cancer and going through it, and the fact that he wasn't able to do a lot of things, that maybe it would have been better if he just, gotten sick and died right away. But being self-employed, we probably never would have stopped our business to do as much traveling and all that, because we wouldn't have been able to afford to. But it gave us a chance to spend 3 great years together and do all kinds of things and make all kinds of memories. And obviously this is a really hard time for me. When I met Bandar, I was in the military, and we actually became friends long before we got married. We used to bowl every day at lunch together for many years. I used to watch his kids clean his house. That was for him and his wife, clean his house when they, like when they went on vacation. They were very messy people, but and of course I was an avid Dungeons and Dragons player. We LARPed before LARPing had a name. We decided we wanted to go out and just kind of walk through things to get a better understanding of how the dynamics of stuff worked. But where we played Dungeons and Dragons was at my husband's house, and he had a room devoted pretty much just to Dungeons and Dragons. And we had a huge table that had plexiglass on it and grids drawn on it, and he had tons of figures, so you didn't have to have your own figures or anything. So we actually had a great place to play and extra books, and on a big night we'd have maybe, I don't know, about 15 people there playing. We played 3 nights a week. And actually Vandar was the name of one of his characters. Actually a character he created before I met him. And in his campaign it was a god. So obviously he really liked the character and liked the name. My name is just a name I liked. I had a character named Zerlina, and I had a character named Trelinka, so I kind of liked the obviously I had a character named Sheena, so I don't know, I just really liked Xena. For those of you that don't know, that when Vandar and I got married, I kept my maiden name, and we decided we would pick a name, a last name we both liked. We wanted to be near the beginning of the alphabet, and we wanted to be easy to spell, not too long, and we came up with Awesome. That happened while we were in England, because I was stationed in England while I was in the Air Force. At that time he was my dependent. And then when we came back to the States, we ended up here in California, and we found out that when we filled out the paperwork to change our last name, there was nothing extra to change our first name. It was just put in a new first name. So we both put in a new first name. That was in '95. My name was Bonnie, and his name was John, so John and Bonnie. Kind of plain. Vandar and Xena. That definitely fit us a lot better. And of course we really enjoyed being Awesome. So we'll see how this goes.